So when the control comes to line number 12, the JVM will wait for an input from the keyboard. Okay, so when you enter apple is good for health, that entire sentence is stored in the memory. Okay, now this next function here, this next function will just pick up the first token available. Okay, so in the sentence apple is good for health, apple is the first token. That token is captured by this next function. Okay, and the remaining string is a space and then is good for health. Okay, so in the next line when I print the value of s, it will print apple. Okay, now look at line number 15. Line number 15 is waiting for a line input. Okay, now in the memory there is already a string available, isn't it? Apple was consumed, yeah, apple was consumed, the apple token was consumed in line number 12. Now in line number 15 we are left with is good for health, and before is there is a space. Okay, so that string will be captured by this next line function present in line number 15. Okay, so at this point in time, when this line number 15 is executing, the input will not be given from the keyboard because there is already a string there is already a string available in the memory. So that string will be taken. Okay, and it will be stored in the string variable s. Okay, so in the next line when you print the value of s, it will print space is good for health. Okay, so after this is done, on line number 18, the JVM will expect another input from the keyboard. Okay, and that will be captured by the next function. So when we enter, let's say, anything such as school. Okay, so that school, from that school token only s is captured, and that s, its ASCII value, is stored in the variable x. And then in line number 19 again another token is expected. Okay, so another token needs to be entered using the keyboard. So that token will be captured by this next function in line number 19, and it will be stored as a character itself. So the output in line number 21 will be the ASCII value, and the last line will print the character, the first character in the token. Okay, so let's see a sample output. So at this point in time we need to enter a string. Okay, so we are on line number 12. So when I enter something, let's say apple is good for health. Okay, so when apple is good for health is entered, control goes to line number 13, it will print apple because that is the first token. Okay, stored in s. And then line number 15 will execute, it will capture the remaining part, that is this one. Okay, and finally it is printed on line number 16. Okay, now the control is on line number 18, and you can see that the input part on the terminal window is enabled, And when we enter, let's say we enter school. Okay, so the input has been captured by this next function in line number 18. Okay, and then the control goes to line number 19. So on line number 19 we need to enter another token. So let's enter school again. Okay, or we can enter some other word, like let's say zoo. So as you can see, line number 21 is printing the ASCII value of S from this token, and line number 22 is printing the first character in the token, that is Z here. Okay, so I hope this clears your doubt.